So far I've found that there really isn't one type of hunting that I haven't enjoyed. Every new adventure is a learning experience for me. But there's something really exciting about hunting the same spots year after year, and the memories that come along with that. I hold those spots close to my heart and look forward to returning each year.
Fresh out the boat in the promised land, 24 hours, got a gun in my hand.
Hunting mule deer out here has always been a part of my life. Some of my earliest memories of hunting started not too far from where we are here. Growing up, there was only 2 times a year that my dad would pull me out of school for hunting, and one of those was around Thanksgiving to hunt the mule deer rut. It's been a family tradition for as long as I can remember.
Gave me silver to fix it with lead. Vultures circling overhead. There's a number to mind their song. Covered in blood and only see.
I was excited to be sharing one of my old spots with my good friend Nick Ventura from Become One. There's something always really exciting about taking an old friend to one of your hunting spots that they've never been. Regardless, this was going to be a fun camp.
No time wasted on a cold dark day. Smelled their beer from a mile away. Charged in fast as the morning broke. Thunder and lightning and a cloud of smoke. Vultures circling overhead. There's a number to mind their song. Covered in blood and I only see red. Living too fast, it won't last long. Ever on the run, never look back, son. Live by the gun and you're gonna die young. Ever on the run, never look back, son. You live by the gun and you're gonna die young.
We're just going to work up to the top of this little hill right here by us and peek over and try to see what the land looks like from here now that we've taken the side-by-side around on the other side of them. So get up here, see what the wind's doing, kind of look at the land, and then make a plan from there. Early in bow season, I had seen a buck out here that got me excited. Not that I focused my time in bow season hunting mule deer, but it told me the buck was around and gave me something to look for when rifle season showed up.
small hit of dopamine floods in my bloodstream. A notification calls me to act now. Constant distractions divert my attention to the fact that I'm no longer happy somehow. The media.
Hunting mule deer out here is different in the fact that it's wide open country. The mule deer are more visible here than other spots, but as soon as you start to try to hunt them, you realize that there's a rhyme or reason to the movements that they make and why they hang where they do. They have figured out how to be masters of this open country. I knew the best thing to do was just to continue to sneak in, stay as close as I could, and wait for the buck to give us an opportunity. When this buck bedded in the back of the basin, I knew I needed to drop down and try to use the terrain the best I could. As I got into position, I saw the buck moving out with his does and pushing out into the flat. They knew something was up, but they didn't quite know what. We got him found again. They're calling back down up this draw, so I'm gonna grab the 300. It's got the bipod on it. Let's see if I can get another crack at this big dude. Even though we could see him, there was just no approach to this buck. We just had to be patient, use our glass, stay back and pay attention to what the wind direction was doing, and wait until everything lined up for an opportunity to move in. That's a lot of times the game out here that I find myself playing. Either way, I love this time of year. And I love watching the mule deer do their thing. Let's see if I can get to that next hump. where the pavement ends. On X begins. I hate to do it, but I think our best move is to get out of here. Get back and try to see where they're going, because now we've spooked them twice. That time they knew something wasn't right, but once again, I don't think they really knew what was up. After respotting this buck, we moved around, using the wind and terrain in our advantage. Luckily, this buck was preoccupied with a younger buck and allowed us to get away with a few movements we otherwise might not have got away with. As we continued to move in, the bucks kept moving closer and closer. So I decided to set up and see how close they'd come. No, it's November 22nd. The deer rut has really slowed down over the last couple days here. We've went from seeing $8-9 a day to this was our like second or third buck we had seen all day. Granted, this is the one we were after, but stoked to get him down right before dark here. We've got a little bit more time hopefully to get Nick one, but this dude is just a classic mule deer. I mean, boxy, good forks, brow tines, just a good mature buck. So I'll get some photos and get him taken care of. Cool deal though. Stoked Nick stuck around. Hopefully we can pay off with 2 of them. All right. The best part was Nick was able to get the buck he had set out after in the final hours of the hunt, capping off a great hunt and fall season.
Shot one the last I don't think in any trip ever. What a way to end Montana, boy. We got Jason getting a side-by-side now. We got it done the last day.
I was excited to share this part of the world with my friend Nick. It was just one more memory that I'll never forget. Punching that last tag for me is always bittersweet. On one hand, it symbolizes the time to clean up camp and all your hunting gear for the year, and to reflect back on the season you've had. And on the other hand, it symbolizes time at home, back with family, and those cold, long nights spent together around the holidays. There's a balance to my life that I've very much come to enjoy. No matter how tired I am, I never want to miss any of it.